Hey! What's going on, everybody? It's me, Caretographer, back again with some map cartographing for your viewing needs. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. And today we shall make maps. Put a little bit too much water in my oatmeal, but I'm just happy I have oatmeal, so, you know. Hi, Belle. Hi, Lo. My favorite power partners. What's going on? How you doing? Yeah, I love oatmeal. However, it's like the season for oatmeal is kind of like fading on us right now because we're getting into warmer weather. But like I love oatmeal. I was just thinking this. I love oatmeal because it's one of the few breakfast items that's like quite healthy, but also like pairs well with your coffee. It's always you are an old. You be over there, you be making soups. You old. I have some watchers here. How's the levels? Everything sound good? Everything video quality good? I'm still trying to figure out the dark tinge on my streams. I don't understand where it's coming from. Okay, awesome. Great to hear. Thank you very much. All right, let's get the map up, yeah? Having a good morning. Not going to let anything bring me down. I cleaned my room. It looks great. I feel great. I had found this cool necklace, so I just put it on because, like, yeah. Um, I've got an application into another job, an office job, something that will be kind to my buddy. Hopefully, I just don't have to type too much. Is the concern. I'm not a typing machine. I will get sore typing. But if it's anything like making maps, then here's a rewind peek at an old map I made. I've been trying to remarket this on Drive-Thru RPG. However, I'm struggling finding a viable format in which I can export and transfer this map, as it is huge. So it only has so many uses. It definitely can't be put into a VTT. You could definitely put it on a TV screen. You could definitely use it for reference. I don't think you'd be able to put tokens or anything on it in a VTT just because of its size, which is what I'm trying to figure out. Hopefully in the future this is less of an issue. Oh gosh, here let me redo that because yeah, I know, okay, I know. So yeah, here we are, the map that I just talked about. Trying to remarket this big old dang. It's big, it's massive, and I need to get a better file size on it. Okay, back to what we were doing. Volcano Island, which is not the official name. We're still workshopping the name, but I like just Volcano Island for my own map making pleasure. Because it is indeed a volcano island. What I dislike about this is how little rock there is. I want more rock, methinks. So I'm a little disheartened by the lack of rock, if you know what I mean. I want this mountain to look more mountainy. Let's see. Tell me about it, hon. My mom pisses me off too. Just about everybody's mom pisses everybody off. Throw it up in the chat if your mom pisses you off. We still love her. Don't get anything twisted. We still have love for them, okay? But sometimes these mothers just they don't stop mothering. Or should I say smothering? Making my mountain look bigger. Running into a little issue over here because it's a little bit higher, but I guess that's okay. Do we hate this, or are we gonna run with this? Let's find out. It might be too many layers, you know? Where it literally looks like a freaking jawbreaker or something. That's not what I want. I don't love it. Hey, what's up, Mac? More Ignis Rock. Which one's that? Yeah, way bigger than that low. Way bigger than 26. We're still figuring out the file size. I'm gonna get rid of these. I don't like these. I don't like this. There it is. 1, 2. Come on. And 2. This would be much easier if it just responded to my commands. Please respond to me and my commands, Dungeon Alchemist. Well, I guess I like keeping that up, just so I can see it. Yes, my Control Z commands. Just Control Z. There it goes. Okay, all right. Yeah, and then maybe bring the shrubs back in. I mean, Hades. All right. My friend really liked that game. You can always just come in with the old bamboozle 'em. The Caretographer loves a good bamboozle every now and then. Shrink some of these assets down. I have to really get in here. There we go. It's just the flowers because they're so bright. I think I shrink the flowers too. Get a little bit more effect. Yeah, right. Just like Control Z, like sometimes depending on what it is, like assets, which I love because I'm like a big asset placer. Um, Assets like always are just like you can place as many as you want. It feels really good and stuff. Terrain, there's always like a little glitchy, buggy, skippy, laggy, however you want to call it. Auto rooms and generation definitely just. And I think it's just like processing time. Like literally, the computer is just trying to process the stuff. So I don't know. I don't know the behind the scenes stuff. I'm not that guy, but um, yeah, totally. Which is fine. I mean, it's we work with what you got in a lot of cases, and there's like, as always, it's like a whole bunch of pros that definitely outweigh the silly things that we might have to work around here and there. So I'm just trying to add some smaller assets down here. I really don't care where they're going. I'm just like filling space, trying to. Thinking like, it's already giving me the look that I want, I think, and I think that right here is the big ordeal. And then like here, it's always good. I did this on my subaquatic temple map, where it's like if you have tiers or terraces, don't want that. You leave these assets like a little big, right? Like just keep playing with your eye, trick of the eye. So this one's right next to that one. So like let's shrink that one so it's like half the size ish. Right? So like when you look now, like you immediately see, oh, like this has got to be higher than this, even though it also is. But like now it just looks more so. And again, I think I've really enjoyed like doing a lot of the DAM challenges and stuff like that because it pushes me into just make a two-dimensional map, and I've really just been using Alchemist more the way it's intended. Um, and I enjoy having the limited perspective because me, as somebody who likes to play with the perspective, I get to do a lot more stuff now if it doesn't have to actually look the part, in all three dimensions, which I do like the aspect, and I really fell in love with like having a 3D world and creating 3D VTs. Um, but we're just not there yet, so that's okay. But now I need to go about deleting all these assets. What I want to do, nice, is all these I think they're called bromelias, little jungle flowers, the bright yellow flowers. Yeah, every now and then, like, so like what I've found is like a lot of times if I'm just like forcing the two-dimensional perspective, I don't always have every camera angle that I want or love, but there's definitely a good handful of camera angles that I can play with. So like I can come in here, like this is like fully 3D functional, so like this has good angles where I can get in the volcano as well. So there definitely is a lot of 3D implications that still exist, but every now and then, stuff like this is um, nice to just kind of take the shortcut on. So yeah, what was I saying? So these flowers, what are they called? Yeah, they're bromelias. Haha. I think when I'm done with all the maps, I'm gonna go back and redo the flowers, and I want to get a little bit more intricate with just like the coloration of the flowers, but I don't want to do that until I have like a plan and like a design and maybe like a color theme, because like these colors in the birds of paradise play very well with different colors. So, I don't want to have just all the same color flower. We'll definitely like vary that and play around it. We'll see what I want to do. Yeah, I think it'll be a nice like finishing touch almost to everything. Oh, undo. I like doing like little banana groves has been my new thing. Like just like scatter a banana tree, but then do like a little grove and like a little valley. I've been kind of like been digging that. Get rid of this one because I'm using this one now. And we're just trying to be as sporadic as can be, turning on the RNG brain here. Let's try to do some bigger ones in the center, just to denote shape. This little guy, yeah. I like that. Leave a little gap. I always like leaving little gaps. Shrub it up. Shrub it. And some more random trees. I'll move that one back. I don't want to be so close. I like having a little space on this road as it opens up. Maybe do like a big fern gully. I like doing fern gullies. They look good. So what's everybody up to? Lo, you working? Bell? You guys always got projects going on? What about you, Mac? You're definitely a busy bee. You've been just like play testing a lot of material for the Magic update. And just for while we're talking about it, I love the transparency. I definitely don't mind waiting for product. I prefer things, to be, in working order instead of, all bug ridden. I think as most consumers would be. So, and it's a lot of times it's hard in that seat to kind of be so transparent. So I definitely appreciate that about the DA team. I don't know how many of these wildflowers I'm gonna keep in here. I like these random rocks, but I know they're gonna disappear the second I try to put some dirt path over there. I know it. So in general, we're starting to get a real big fall off vibe here. I think maybe try. Let's see what this looks like with dark. Ooh, it's actually kind of blending a little bit. Does that make it look like it's the same height as this? A little bit. Yeah. Yeah, see right there, you see, Mac, how it kind of just skips every now and then when you hold the brush down? That's what I was talking about before. And I've noticed a little bit less of an issue when I use my my Wacom mousepad. Still an issue, like still skips, but less of an issue because I feel like the mousepad when you click down on the draw pad, I should say, it's like constantly inputting a click as opposed to when you right click on a mouse or left click on a mouse, it's just one input that's held. So I think it's constantly inputting. That's how it gets the draw and keeps it smooth. So I believe that might be why it has a little bit less of an issue, but you can still notice it on big long strokes. Maybe just do a little strip over here instead. Too many strips. Oh yes, I won't be able. Let me mute. Just affording myself another cliff that I can exploit for perspective play. Just make this cliff. No, just make this all rock. Big rock face over here. Yeah, working in the layers. Yeah, that looks way better. See how clean that looks? Like, clean can help you. And then we're gonna come in and we're gonna grab just get a banana tree. Grab one of these big ones. Too much. Too much. Also too much. Banana tree? I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Don't hate it, but I don't love it. Not this random ass palm. Let's do another one of these. Some cherry, East Indian cherry. Sneak it in underneath. Collision's off, please. Please and thank you. There we go. I'm pretty good over there. The one sad part, I wish this is something that we could maybe institute later in DA lifespan, but the ability to change the size of the stuff you're brushing, right? So everything comes in at one size, and specifically the rocks come in like really, really big. We'll just do the rock. Like, whoa! Okay, whoa! That was not so bad. Cave rock's not so bad. Stalags, actually, I really like Stalag. Stalag brush is awesome. Moss rock, Okay. I like using moss rock for like, and what I use other random brushes for is just to give me randomized placement. It's quite a few crystals, but you can dial that back. I like doing crystals manually just because, I want them where I want them. Pretty good on the stone rubble brush. Maybe I should go in with this broken pottery brush. I've used the ruined brush. I used the ruined brush on the offering altar map. Every now and then you just do the cluster, You just do a little cluster action. Love a cluster. I try to like incorporate some of the small ones into it to make it like kind of gradient-esque. Yeah, I had more ideas of grandeur for like a mountain and a rock face, but just like the height and stuff doesn't allow for exactly what I had envisioned, which is okay, working around the vision is always a thing we do when we're making the arts. If I need to trim y'all back, let's just go ahead and erase. My favorite brush? Eraser brush. Oh, actually, undo. Those trees are fine. These trees are fine. It's just down here I gotta do. I'll clear this off a bit. Okay. Squeep bada doo doo. About the palm trees is if you get smart with them, you can kind of get some cool angles for like this walk line. It's too big, so I'm bringing like this thing, smaller palm. There we go, perfect. So I have this walking angle just to kind of protect that space there. Just so like the players can access it, walk there. I'm just like cheating this jungle because I remember we decided that we liked the jungle kind of eating the entrance up a little bit. Excuse me. Orchids, 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 orchids. I was like doing some edge work with these cherry. It just looks good and it's a good look to it. Fern Life, Fern Gully. I'm using the bright ones. I get super Zelda vibes when I do these little gullies like this. Always like throwing a few in here and then got some sunlight that's peeking in here. Fill that in. These are one of these map things. They're like up close, they don't look that good, but far back, they look great. Another thing I like to do, I'll do it right here on the edge because it's just an open look. Just taking a rock and sticking it in the ferns. Love doing this. Give the rock some shape and give the rock a friend. Beautiful. Okay. Fern Gully over here. Not too much, just like to here. Just underneath this wall of flowers we have. I like doing this on the other thing. So this is like a feature that I've already added. Where's my birds? Birds, birds, birds. Make some birds in. Hey, there you are. And these big open-faced hills. That might be a little too high up. There we go. I like putting a bunch of these bros. The bros. We'll color them up. This kind of just creates a cool little feature. I have it further down the mountain too, as well. more cut in there. Got a little do dirt liner. To note the bottom. There we go. Looks good. Edges. Edges, everybody. Edges and lines. They look good. Use them. I'm gonna center this road, push it out. Center this road like zoop on the swoop. We gotta do big trees up and over. Big Calthea. Let's see. There you go. Just get the feel of the swoop. Things getting bigger. We're gonna do a path up and over here. So let's just grab our brush and stop talking about it. Notice how I get every now and then it'll just skip. It makes it dang near impossible to get a smooth anything. Like you're constantly having to have to go back, and like what I would normally do is just like click a lot. So when it does skip, you still see it skip. But it affects you less because you're clicking so frequently, I guess. I don't know. Do my best to remember my perspective-based drawing. I used to always really like, when I was younger, I would doodle a lot in class and stuff. Keep my brain stimulated for my ADHD. I would often really enjoy drawing like three-dimensional pictures that like had to like rely on, you know, well-placed angles. So like I started with just like a box, but then I was like, oh, if I can do a box, like what can I put on the box, and then like make that look 3D too, right? So I'm gonna try and do a thing here. I'll show you what I'm gonna plan again doing. It's gonna be difficult. Just trying to give it a little peek. Hmm. Yeah, whenever I do try to do paths like this, just a lot of brushing. And it's really frustrating at times because it's a lot of brushing with a lot of little lag drops. And again, I'm really trying to just take my time on this, like up there on this part, it looks good. I'll undo, making it too thin up here. Doesn't look perfect, but also doesn't look horrible. Sharper angle. Nope. Gorgeous. That's fine. Don't like that rock there. Make it rock. I want to leave this open, just like a little. Yeah, I mean, why not? What is this? Probably looks better. Yeah. Get some of these random things off my thing. These random flowers. I don't want flowers. There can be some flowers up there. It's fine. Not right there. No, too much. Those are these anyways. Zoop, 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 zoop. Zoop. There we go. Got some taper on it. Oh, Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to, like, run to the rescue to make sure I got my trash out. Whew, my heart's pumping. I'm okay with some of these wildflowers popping out, but not too many. Rock needs to stick out of the hill. Right there, you see it. You see that big spot right there. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, see, I'm just like spam, clicking, holding shift on a lot of stuff. Just trying to fill in the void of the edge here. Make it look lived in. Don't want this jungle to look like it's dead or has holes. It's a freaking jungle, man. It should be wild like a jungle. It should be assets all over the place, you know? Just finding the good spots for these assets is sometimes a little difficult. Some rocky spots. Let's get our brush. Jungle. Or jungle foliage. There we go. This is some spots I just needed filled. Now they're filled. Let's get rid of these flowers because I hate them now. I hate them there. I don't like them there. Giving the wrong vibe. That kind of helps a lot, eh? That doesn't help. Let's see. He's been throwing these benches all over. I think I'm a little bit smaller, and it kind of just ties in everything that I've been trying to do with the perspective. So it's like everyone's seen these benches before, and they've seen them bigger. So now they see them, and they see them a little bit smaller. Again, adding lines, adding layers. You can see this bright green come through. And let's actually come in with the dark. See if we can't bleed some of it in. Just here and there. So it's not so firm as of a line. And just some random brush strokes here and there. I'm just coming in with this small brush, so it's intentionally patchy. Oh yeah, that's like mean. Look mean. Look mean. Real mean. So how I'm gonna do this, I don't know. I'm gonna save and go look. I'm gonna save and go look at the other side. Why is Vines not coming up? There we are. I don't think they'll go in anywhere. Because these things are, yeah, atrocious. Atrocious to be actually used in any actual legitimate manner. These, a lot of the I mean, I shouldn't say that. Because I rarely build things in Room Generator, I don't frequently have a firm 90-degree angle that I can use those pieces in, I should say, is the words I'm searching for. Because it's not that they don't work, and it's not that there's something wrong with them. It's that the way I use this program is not always as intended, and therefore I might suffer some repercussions or setbacks because of that. Um, one firm line or it cuts off. All right. I'm not gonna be able to really see anything, so I guess, do I want to? No, keep it clean. Everything's clean. I kind of like that we've added this to the narrative. And that's a map, ladies and gentlemen. One thing I wish is that this camera bit was smooth. I don't know if this is my equipment or if this is just how it is for everybody that tries to do this. But whenever you turn, it's super choppy. The only time it's not choppy is when you go forward and backwards, and left and right. And even still, it's a little blurry. But you don't lose any blur going forward, backwards. So it's pretty tough sometimes to get some camera shots, the cinematic shots. I do a lot of still frame stuff. Let's see. We need to make a. We need to make a pirate ship. It's always weird and curious to find out which assets play well with moving terrain around and which assets don't. It's like, so a lot of times things will just stay where you thought they wouldn't. I think it's pretty much anything that you put with a collision off, but you have to move it up or down. So you move it on the y-axis, and then it will go. Any permanent building structures usually stay. But if you auto place something on the ground, just click it from the assets, click it on the ground. That usually does not play well when you move the terrain. And sometimes you just unknowingly place a lot of items like that, and then you go to move the terrain, and you're like, dang it. If I just moved everything on the axis once, this wouldn't be a problem, right? If it was just inputted differently, I guess. So, delete rooms. Yeah, it took me a lot of time to... I didn't even know that was there. It took me a lot of time to get these lines just right. A lot of time. I'm just gonna get this map ready, and I'll just play around on it. Oh, I guess that wasn't there. I just missed a lump. That's all. Let's get out some. Got no more height to lower. Elevation. Yeah, the water's gonna be down there no matter what. Maybe I'm mistaken. Hmm. Boat. I wonder. Hmm. I wonder. Let me try this big. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is gonna be the desired effect. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to do some save as. I'm gonna have to do some experimenting. Definitely gonna go look at some community assets to see if there's something that can help me out here as far as, copyright free stuff. Hopefully we can find something, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? All right. Well, thanks for everybody for stopping by. Appreciate it. It's always good to see you. Hope you all have a good day. Let's see. We got the pirate ship is left, and then the dungeon and final touches, and somewhere in between there, I gotta do a click to play map of like a travel map of the whole island in some fashion. So yeah. Take care, everybody. See you soon.